Hello folks, how's it going? So welcome to my review of Super Dragon Ball Heroes Big Bang Mission episode 16. And honestly, one of the best episodes we've gotten, just the quality. But before we get into that, we've got some DBS news to go over, because obviously the movie was announced back on May 9th. Details by Akira Toriyama himself that we will be getting a new movie. According to the latest details from the Dragon Ball site on Twitter that dropped, we're going to get some more details about what the movie is all about, who's going to be involved at San Diego Comic-Con on the 23rd of July, so it's not that far away, about a week away, honestly. So there's great news for Dragon Ball fans, so we'll finally get to find out what this movie is about, who's in it. A lot of speculations already as to who's going to be made canon. So last time we got this news, it turned out to be Broly. They not only threw a first trailer, but they also threw a teaser not too far after that, confirming it was Broly. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them throw their eggs in one basket at the very beginning, because considering the success of Demon Slayer, the movie, so I expect to see more than just a simple visual be released at San Diego Comic-Con. But that's Dragon Ball Super. Let's get into the heroes. And honestly, again, this is one of my favorite episodes. Not only just because it combines the lore and the world building of Heroes, which I appreciate, I always appreciate. Also, the action was pretty good. The art and animation was okay. They're actually pretty decent at times. So there's a reason why I liked it, because it gave us answers to questions that I asked multiple arcs ago, multiple episodes ago. Primarily layers that were established at the beginning of the Big Bang Mission arc get re-established in this episode, so I like that. So it starts off with Cell with the gang, and apparently it was just more than Gohan showed up. And I actually had to go back to that scene at the end. There is someone with Gohan that has brown tights, brown pants. But in this episode, I think it's clear it was the hooded same. It gets mentioned to Goku and Vegeta that he's approaching Black to delay his plans. So they must have seen him off screen, and which kind of threw me off because of Vegeta's reaction. Shouldn't they only have cut to Goku's reaction? So one of them was Gohan and the other one was a hooded figure that looks like Goku. It sounds like Goku, which I'll get into. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. Anyway, we go into a cave with, I guess, Cell using instant teleportation to get them there. We also found out that it's not just Gohan that joined the gang, which is cool. We also find out it's Krillin and the androids 17 and 18, so that's pretty cool. I didn't expect that. My only complaint is, though, where the hell was Piccolo at? So that's kind of disrespectful, because unless they're substituting either Krillin or Gohan for Piccolo, because Piccolo was a part of the final battle in the Universal Conflict Dawn of War arc. But again, you could have had him into this. I also thought the interactions, talk about awkward, like the androids right next to him and Gohan and Cell and Goku and Vegeta. I said the interaction is going to be hilarious. And what did I say in the episode when Cell returns? He's going to do his own thing. And sure enough, Cell is already planning his own thing. But immediately, Cell's like, and Vegeta's like, we got an uninvited guest here, and Cell's like, the one who brought me back here. So the one that brought me back is apparently Shroom, who gets introduced for the first time in the promotional anime. So Shroom is also a former member of the Time Breakers or the Demon Realm. Although, considering how the events have been playing out, because I've really had to go back and watch certain episodes, it kind of paints a different picture. And I like that, because it's subtle and it's not in your face. Also, it means that Toa and Mira are pulling strings in the background, which I'll get to. The response as to why Cell was brought back is to help them with Black, because obviously Black is doing his own thing. He's a time breaker, and according to the explanation by Shroom, so Goku Black, I'm assuming, got brought back by a few because Shroom was like, Goku Black kind of betrayed Few and did his own thing. He's unleashing the Zero Mortis plan because the timelines are linked because of Few's experimentation. He's killing two birds with one stone. He's killing the people in this realm while killing them in the original timeline as well. So the Zero Mor's plan is in action. He's not following along with the plan with Few, which explains why Poutine, Salsa, and Shroom are actually gathering collaborators to help them out. And it seems like Goku Black is thrown the Demon Realm's plans into chaos, because it looks like they was trying to help them with something, and Goku Black's doing his own thing. And then Gohan asks Goku and Vegeta, it's like, oh, Dad, have you mastered Ultra Instinct? And Goku's like, nope, not yet. And that kind of gets teased, like we'll get an Ultra Instinct, or the Silver Ultra Instinct in this episode, and by the end we do. And it's very convenient. Salsa, Shroom, and Poutine open up a portal to another training room, which I do like, because it's expansion on the Dragon Ball Heroes world or universe. We get more exposition on certain things, but we do get another hyperbolic time chamber bootleg. I think if you count the manga, this makes like 3 now that we've got, because we have the Room and Spirit of Time, the hyperbolic time chamber. We got the bootleg version from the manga that Miras was training Goku in. We have the round that Whis sent Goku and Vegeta to train to perfect the Super Saiyan Blue, but during the resurrection of F arc. So Room and Spirit of Time bootleg, which I do like, because I do like the design, because you got the gears in the background to mark time. I guess the time. It is different, and it is expansion of the Dragon Ball Heroes, but it's another, for the most part, it's another Room and Spirit of Time bootleg room where Goku and Vegeta can conveniently get to their new modes and learn how to master them. And Goku brings up that Vegeta hasn't done that with his mode in Super Saiyan Blue, which I kind of find interesting, because I feel like it's only a matter of time until Vegeta combines, I guess, the black upgrade that he got from going Berserk into Super Saiyan Blue, but he ups the ante with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. I feel that's where it's going to go. So, because he's using that mode way too soon, so we'll have to wait and see where that goes. But ultimately, what I like is what's going on in the background, because the moment the Cell says, I'm done helping you guys out, I'm out of here, which I figured he was going to do anyway, but he's like, I'm not going to let this chance slip now that I'm free from hell, I'm going to do what I want. And then, out of nowhere, in comes Hearts. It's like, I read your mind, bitch, so you might want to keep your thoughts to yourself. But rather than actually tell the others, he's very subtle about it. It's like, oh, keep your thoughts to yourself, because I can read your mind, and like, let's keep our thoughts to ourselves for now, which I find very interesting. Look at that menacing face of Heart, and Cell's like, yeah, at least for the time being. So Cell's on board reluctantly, so he's going to be helping out, but he's going to be doing his own thing. And now you kind of paint the picture of, okay, what is Heart's after? So I like that. Also, if you noticed in that shot where we also see Kumba in the background. So he's up, and he needs. So I do like the fact that Shroom gets added into the Time Breakers. Now, here's the thing. I actually had to go back and look at the scene where Hearts gets reintroduced, returns in that episode with him helping out Goku against Cooler and Frieza. The explanation he gives is like he got brought back, but it was clearly by someone else. So, and I had to go back to make sure it wasn't the same guy, because Cell clearly got brought back by Shroom. It's confirmed that. I thought it was Demigra because of the way that Hearts was saying they were gathering collaborators, but I had to go back and double check, and Hearts did say he got brought back by a guy who called himself the Demon King, and we clearly see a shot of Demigra. Go back and watch that episode if you don't believe me. So yeah, it's quite a few months ago, but yeah, so I find that interesting. So they got brought by 2 different people, and we know Demigra battled it out with Toa and Mira alongside Ribeiro, each other's throats in the previous arc, and so immediately I put I connect the dots. So Hearts is being brought back to help them out against Toa and Mira. But in this episode, it clearly looks like a contradiction, because we see that Cell got brought back by Shroom. Now, Shroom is a member of the Time Breakers, the Demon Realm. If you've been following the story at all in the manga, you know that he clashed with Gogeta, Super Saiyan Gogeta, in the Demon Realm arc. So yeah, this guy's no joke. He's a demon god also. So that could be very vague as to when Heart said he got brought back by a guy who called himself the Demon King. In fact, all 3 of them are demon gods, like Poutine, Salsa, and Shroom. which is cool because they're adding more layers to the demon realm. Like I said, it's subtle, but they're going in a completely different direction. It's not in your face, and I feel like it's only a matter of time till they reveal what's really going on. And the reason I say that is because we go back to the episode where Toa kind of acts on her own and sends the Time Patrol and Capsule Corp, I think it is, to an alternate dimension. She comes in, she warps them away. Few looks puzzled as all hell, even for Few. And then you see Poutine and Salsa, who do not get teleported. They just make direct contact, eye contact with Toa. I said that's one of the most effective shots because without saying a word, the three know each other and they're up to something. I said that from the word go. And in this episode, unless Salsa and Poutine are working as double agents to kind of betray the demon realm, it kind of looks like they're working on the inside along with Shroom to like gather collaborators to help them out without Goku and Vegeta knowing. Because on the one hand you got Hearts being brought back by Demigra, and in this episode, and Shroom did say he's a former demon, but I don't buy that for a second. So it's going to be interesting. Maybe I just have to brush up on what happened on Dark Empire arc, the second half of it, during the war with Mechi Gabora, because something's definitely off. So either there's a falling out between Toa and Miro that I just aren't aware of, or this is an act to like try and manipulate Goku and Vegeta and the rest of the gang to help them out against the Time Patrol, and possibly Demigra and Robero. So we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, it's not in your face, but it's just subtle hints that they throw that I appreciate. Also, the things that I appreciate is that now you throw a grey area because Hearts looks like, okay, he's kind of menacing too. What's he up to? And if you remember, back before the planet Vegeta got destroyed, it blew up, he was the one that noticed one of the Dark Star Dragon Balls, I'm assuming collected. He's also after the Dragon Balls. Now, the wish is for Goku and Vegeta is to get them back to their own timeline. But I feel like Hearts is going to do his own thing, kind of like Cell. So I like that, and they're kind of like collaborating on the inside. Like they're keeping it very down low, whatever it is their agenda is. We know what Cell's agenda is, and I still say that should be left to Gohan. Also, did you notice this stare that he gives Cell? He doesn't make full eye contact, but you just look at the expression of Gohan. The androids as well. Again, I kind of wish they added Piccolo there because I think why not? He was a part of the final battle in the Universal Conflict God of War arc, and again, I just hope they use Krillin some way, unless he's just there to stand and cheerlead, which I would hate because I hated that with DBS Trunks there. He did absolutely nothing. All he pretty much did was taught no jutsus and Mazu. He didn't do a whole lot. So I hope Krillin doesn't fall in that category. Again, I kind of want to know why he was brought into this. This is about heroes, so yeah, the power scaling is already out of whack. Speaking of power scaling, after Goku and Vegeta go into this new Room of Spirit of Time, I guess, I do got to point out, I do like the gears in the background. When we see Goku and Vegeta, before it cuts away, we see some, and they actually bring this up before they disappear, Goku and Vegeta, like Shroom says, I think it's Poutine that says, oh, you're going to be encountering some familiar faces there, for lack of a better term, and we see some silhouettes that look like to be the Ginyu Force approach Goku and Vegeta. So I find it's very funny that they're the characters that show up, and by the end we see Goku and Vegeta master the new modes. So, but yeah, then we cut to where we see Goku Black, and I like the symbolism of the scene where Black has the rose petals because it's very symbolic of what we see in this episode. Now, this episode was all about the hype of the Goku Black's new mode. I'm not shocked at all. I didn't even see the trailer. I know the visuals because people can't help themselves. They just posted this shit all over social media on Twitter. You can't escape from it. But I said this moment was coming. I'm not shocked. We got Super Saiyan 3 Rose apparently. The moment they brought him as a time breaker with the mask, they immediately going to give him a new form. That's obvious. So my question is, when he fought Goku before he went into Ultra Instinct Omen, was Goku Black at Super Saiyan Rose 2? Because that's what it's implying. And we know Goku Black's doing his own thing, but I kind of feel like the mode is kind of a throwaway to hype up Ultra Instinct and Vegeta even more, unless they're gonna have Goku Black completely annihilate Goku and Vegeta, which by all rights he should, because this mode is no joke, because he overpowered Super Saiyan Blue Goku in just Super Saiyan Rose or Super Saiyan Rose 2 off screen. He got bested by Goku in Ultra Instinct Science, so he should be more adapted to Ultra Instinct now. So either he's going to pull out Ultra Instinct himself, so we'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, he's actually, when he's like talking to himself about the Zero Mortals plan, like he's about to annihilate everyone in this timeline and also the original timeline. Out of nowhere comes the Hood, who's working with Poutine Shroom and obviously Salsa. So he comes in and comes in and tries to attack Goku Black. Black goes into Rose, and they have and then the Hooded Saiyan, I don't think still has a name yet, but giving like whose voice that is and how he looks like a Goku lookalike, so you can draw your conclusions. So the Hooded Saiyan goes into Super Saiyan. I don't think that was a shock to anyone, the fact that he was a Saiyan. And the question is, who is he? So Goku Black and him go back and forth. Gohan senses the both of them. He's like, oh, two powerful beings are going at it. And Haas is the one that suggests we should do something about it. Out of nowhere, it comes Dr. W, Bojack, and Super 17. And again, this gives us questions to answer. This gives us answers to questions that I asked at the beginning of the Big Bang mission when the visuals were leaked back at Jump Festa a couple of years back. We saw the visuals of Super 17, Cooler, Turles, Bojack, and Toa. And I wondered what you're going to do with each of these characters. We know what they did with Turles. We know what they're doing with Toa. We know what they're doing with Cooler, because he's still out there. Keep in mind, he wasn't destroyed. He had his Dragon Ball, Dark Star Dragon Ball removed, much like Frieza. So they're still out there. You also had Super 17, which I questioned, like, okay, you have him here. What are you going to do with him? And it looks like we're going to get that question answered. He doesn't do a whole lot in this episode, but the fact he and Bojack are here, I kind of like that plot point gets resolved. It looks like, if I had to guess, I'd say 17 and 18 are probably going to team up against him, which is pretty cool if that's the case, because why are they there if they're not going to do anything? What's Krillin going to do? He could go up against Bojack, or maybe Cell could go up against Bojack. That'd be pretty cool. Two enemies that got defeated by Gohan. Gohan's there, so he could be the one to actually end both of them. And even though this was all about Super Saiyan Rose, Goku, Black, and obviously Goku and Vegeta by the end, they also highlighted Gohan in a pretty good way. It was very short, but it's very good. Like, Gohan is the one that went after Dr. W. Dr. W says, I can't allow you to do that. So he's like, you're gonna witness the true form of Dr. W. No, Dr. Wheelo. So there's theories at the beginning of the Big Bang mission where Dr. W stood for Wheelo was completely right. I addressed that, but I was kind of like, okay, on the fence about it. So we get that plot point resolved. That's cool. And I'm guessing he didn't analyze Gohan's fighting style, because Gohan completely owned him in that fight, and by the time you see him again, he's completely on the ground. So Gohan in his base attacks and then gets sent back, crushing through the roof, and then Gohan goes into Super Saiyan. The animation of that scene, even though it's brief, looked pretty good. It's cool that they're using Gohan finally in Heroes, and he's been featured pretty highly, so that's pretty cool. Again, I'm not the biggest Gohan fan, but if you're going to use him properly, so I'm glad Heroes are doing that. Then we cut back, and I like how it transitions over into Goku Black with the Hooded Saiyan. Goku Black sends the Hooded Saiyan back in Super Saiyan, and immediately Goku Black, like I said, asks him, who the hell are you, the moment he transformed. And I guess Masako Nozawa played a pretty good episode, because she voiced 4 characters in this episode: Black, Goku, Gohan, and obviously the Hooded Saiyan. So that kind of narrows it down to who it could be. It could also be Bardock, because he's also voiced by Masako Nozawa in the Japanese, I believe. But I kind of like it to be a new Saiyan. Now, the moment I saw him go Super Saiyan and nothing else, I thought, could this be an alternate version of Goten? Because there's an amount of people that actually theorized back when Super was around during the Goku Black arc or Future Trunks arc that Goku Black would have been Goten, even though that was ridiculous. So there's a lot of people that wanted it to be adult Goten for some reason. Maybe this is Goten, because he does say, I'm a Saiyan, but I abandoned my name a long time ago. That doesn't seem like a Goku character to me. So that's either a new Saiyan, or there's somebody we know from an alternate timeline. So that's pretty cool. It doesn't matter because he gets overpowered by Goku Black once he goes into Super Saiyan 3 Rose. It is pretty cool, but I'm going to be completely honest. That's a complete reference to Time Breaker Bardock. You cannot convince me anything differently, especially with the preview. The shot of Goku Black Rose in Super Saiyan 3 Rose with the mask on, that is a complete shot of what we got with Bardock in one of the openings. Don't believe me? Go check it out. It is cool. It's short-lived. I feel like it's going to be a throwaway mode because are they going to have Goku and Vegeta lose to Super Saiyan 3 Rose? Goku Black, we'll have to wait and see. The Hooded Saiyan gets overpowered pretty quickly, and in fact, he gets overpowered by a huge blast. Goku Black is about to kill him with another blast at point blank before Goku and Vegeta step in. Gohan already dealt with Dr. W, so I like that scene. I expect maybe Krillin's going to go up against Bojack. I don't see him standing a chance, considering he was fighting Vegeta. We'll have to wait and see. At least have him do something, because otherwise he's just going to be there as a placeholder, as a cheerleader, which I don't want, because we've already had Trunks in that, DBS Trunks in that role, and to be honest, this is a pretty decent arc, so it'd bring the arc down in my opinion. You got a potential of 17 and 18, Android 17 and 18, teaming up to go up against Super 17 from GT. Now, I actually made a comment back in multiple reviews ago where I said when it was kind of teased that Super 17 would make a return, I said it'd be kind of interesting if you had Super 17 from GT go up against Dragon Ball Super 17, and it looks like that's what we're going to get. Plus, 18 is going to be teaming up with him, which would be pretty cool. At least have to do something. So that would be pretty interesting if they do team up against Super 17. You got Bojack there. Dr. W takes the L at the hands of Gohan, so that's cool. And then we got Goku and Vegeta. Goku in the Silverhead Ultra Instinct. You really can't call that Mastered Ultra Instinct anymore, thanks to the manga. And you got Vegeta in his upgraded Super Saiyan Blue form. We still don't know what mode that is, but he's got the black sparks. It could be Super Saiyan Blue 2. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. And if Vegeta could combine that with his Super Saiyan Blue evolution, that'd look pretty sick, honestly. So I have to wait and see. And judging from the title of the preview, it looks like Vegeta is going to be the one to go up against Black first, because the title is partially the clash between Scarlet and Blue. Why? How else could it not evolve Vegeta? Because Goku's in Silver right now. So that's kind of interesting. Also, I don't care that Goku's in Ultra Instinct again, because the manga's already done that to death. In fact, they've combined Goku to use Ultra Instinct in Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. It still didn't do jack against Granola, so I don't really care about that. It's just a promotional anime, so they're gonna do whatever they have to get more eyes on the product, on Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So that's what this promotional anime is about at the end of the day. But I do like the subtle hints they give you, the subtle plot points they give you, especially when it relates to the Demon Realm. That's probably my favorite part of Super Dragon Ball Heroes by far. So when you combine the subtle hints that we got with the action that we got, this episode was a pretty solid episode. It's a pretty fully loaded episode within a 10-minute span. So I actually give them props for that. Who do you guys think that Saiyan is? I kind of like to think it's a new Saiyan that we haven't seen yet. But the fact that it has the same voice actor as Goku Black and Goku kind of makes it feel if it's somebody related to Goku. We'll have to wait and see. I definitely want to know what's up with Shroom, Poutine, and Salsa now, because it looks like, are they doing their own thing, or are they secretly helping Toa Mirror out behind the scenes? So, and another thing I'll keep bringing up is like it's a good thing that Mirror and Toa are taking a back step in this arc because of the amount of villains that we got. We got Cell returned. We got Goku Black with his new mode, which again I'm going to say this again. It looks like it's going to be a throwaway mode unless they shock us and Goku Black just overpowers Vegeta and Goku in their new modes. So we'll have to wait and see. But all in all, it was a great episode. It was a solid episode. Unpacked a lot in a 10-minute span. So let me know what you guys think down below. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like the review if you did. Hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel for more Dragon Ball content. Catch you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.